I see. He's right behind the light bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your civilian rider with him,
Male, female?
female.
She okay?
She's fine.
What's the relationship to
Uh, just
just a
riding.
friend? Just a ride along? A friend?
Yeah, she used to work for us as a jailer.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready, Scott?
Yes, sir. Roll
All
on.
right, give us your full name, sir.
My name's Lacy, Lacy, Rogers, Rogers.
And you are the sheriff of San Jacinto County?
Yes, I am. I'm the sheriff of San Jacinto County.
Sheriff, what can you tell us happened here?
Deputy Barnes was patrolling this area here, which we have a lot of crime here. He saw a vehicle that had the lights off, and he started down that direction, and the vehicle started to come toward him, so he blocked it. Evidently ran the plate. We have a plate, the last plate that he ran. He got out and was talking to the subject. Evidently, for some reason, he was fixing to take the subject into custody. They got into a fight. The witness that's with him said that he got back in the vehicle, got a weapon, and fired a shot. Said Deputy Barnes fired a shot. Ran behind the Tahoe. They said it's a champagne-colored Tahoe. When he ran behind the Tahoe, the guy backed over him and drug him.
So he was not shot in the head?
No, he was drugged.
He was dragged.
Right, and he has head injuries and other injuries, but he has head injuries.
What is the identity of the? What is the deputy's full name?
His name is Sean Barnes.
Is it S-E-A-N or S-H-U-A-N or?
I think it's S-H-A-W-N.
B-A-R-N-E-S?
Right.
And how long has he worked for your office?
He's been with me close to 3 years.
3 years?
Sean worked for Conroe PD for a little bit. He's originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Do you know, so the traffic stop was originally because of the subject's lights being out?
Right, he was blacked out, and he moved along. So in this area, he was checking him to find out what the situation was.
What can you tell us about Deputy Barnes? You said he's very. Give us a description. Married, and you said he's particular, and all. Give us all of.
Deputy Barnes is not married at this time. Deputy Barnes is very, very. He's probably one of the best deputies we have. He's very meticulous about everything, from reports to his stops. He's very articulate. Just one of the finest officers I have.
So again, he surrounding the details of his injuries. Go through it again. How gunshot was exchanged and how he tried to hide behind the subject vehicle. Go through
Right. The witness said that when the subject, when he got away from him, he ran to the car, reached under the seat. Sean started the car. Said a shot was fired. Sean fired a shot, ran behind the vehicle, tried to get out of the way from being shot, and that's when the guy put it in reverse and ran over him and drug him.
How far was he dragged?
I would say 50, 60 feet.
So he was up under the truck or what?
Yes.
Okay, and describe this. You said he had a ride-along passenger.
Right.
Describe that. Is this typical, and who was it, and is that person okay?
She's fine. She works for TDC. In fact, there was the vehicle should have lots of shots in it right now.
Why is that? Did she fire too? Or?
She got shot in with Sean's shotgun when he was dragging Sean.
So the female observer who was the ride-along grabbed Sean's shotgun.
Out of the vehicle.
Why don't I have you say that? What did the passenger do?
When Sean was being drugged, she got the officer's shotgun out of the vehicle, fired at it, ran back to the vehicle, called dispatch and advised him that he was hurt real bad.
She could end up saving a lot of time. It was lucky that she was there. Yes, can you describe that?
Right. It's real lucky she was there, because had she not been there, we wouldn't have had a witness that could tell us exactly what took place and what the vehicle and the person looked like.
Plus the fact that she may have saved his life if
That's correct. That's
Why don't
correct.
I have you say that? Why was it important she was there medically?
Because it was, I believe she helped save his life. She got the radio. She contacted the SO. The officers were en route. First officer on scene was Liberty County unit. Second one was Cleveland unit, and then my other unit was here.
What was his condition when he left? Was he conscious and talking?
They said that he was able to talk a little bit when he was there, but evidently he's got pretty severe head injuries, and we don't know what else is wrong. I've got people en route to Houston at this time, to hospital. So
It's a heck of a thing, Sheriff, for something like this to happen to one of your men.
for a department like ours, our total department counting me is 18. So, and we cover the whole county. So it's and like I said, he's my best.
Lacey, what can you tell us about the vehicle, the SUV or whatever?
They said it's a champagne colored, from what the witness says, like Tahoe, suburban type vehicle.
It'll have multiple gunshot holes in that.
Should have gunshot to the vehicle.
How are your folks out here holding up?
We're all doing well. We have I call the Ranger Duff, who's our ranger, and the ranger pulling from Montgomery County's here. Also Ranger Huff from Liberty County's here. Our DA Bill Burnett's here. All of his investigators, and so we have everybody here.
Wondering, when's the last time did one of your officers get shot in the line of duty?
It's been I had two officers that was shot at, were never shot, but my Lieutenant Jim Turner and a constable were fighting with a guy, and the guy ended up getting the constable's weapon and shooting at both of them.
How long ago was that?
That was probably 5-6 years ago.
Any deputies under your command died in the line of duty?
No, they have not.
Any that before your command that you've heard of?
Yes, 1 year ago, he got ran over on 59 and killed.
More than 10 years?
Oh yes.
But nobody shot to the best you know.
Nobody shot.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Have
you
they
very
found
much.
the vehicle, or do you know what the status is on the vehicle right now? Have they found the vehicle, or do you know what the status is on that vehicle?
They're at the residence that we had for where the suspect supposed to be, and they're checking it this time.
Inwood
Harris
Trail?
County and HPD, yes.
Inwood Shadows? Is that what you
Yes.
said? Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.
Just a quick.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
ma'am.
You said there's a high crime area. What type of crime? Burglary?
Oh, we have burglaries, we have thefts, lots of domestic disturbances. We have a lot of domestics here, domestic disturbances.
I understand this neighborhood goes by is there a nickname for this area that the department uses? Or would you rather not say?
Ted, Trails End Division.
Trails End Division.
That's what we all say. So where are you going? I'm at the Ted unit. Trails End Division.
The what? The
Ted unit. That's what we call it, Trails End Division.
That's the sad side.
Yeah, we're out here a lot. And it's quite a ways from Gold Spring here.
But no indication that you have no idea what the suspect's relationship to this community is at this point. if
Not
it's
at any
addressed.
time. No,
I mean,
we do
it
not.
could be anything as simple as friends visiting friends, or maybe a
Or-
drug deal. Who knows, right?
I have no idea why, and have no idea why his lights were off.
And it was just one individual, one suspect.
One suspect.
Only one person
that
in the
we
vehicle.
know
In the vehicle.
in the vehicle.
Thank you, Sheriff. And when can we expect maybe another
We
possible?
don't know.
Give you
I'll
a
get in
card
touch
also.
with you.
Also, do you have a cell phone number in case we have? And by the way, thank you so much for coming out and
Thank
doing
you.
this. I'll help you find this
I
guy
hope
too.
so.
All right, your number, Sheriff?
It's 936.
Sheriff,
Hang on just a sec, Mark. Adjustments here. Okay, go ahead.
what can you tell us about this scene?
The subject is deceased at this time. The rangers, we have 4 rangers here, and Montgomery County Crime Lab, and they're working the scene right at this time. And we were able to identify who he is, and it is the same subject that had the vehicle.
How were you able to do that? Through a check of the driver's license or the license plate number? Or?
Well, we contacted some folks and found out who it was, and by some identifying marks.
Any obvious trauma to the body, or does it look like he was shot? Or?
Well, at this time, we won't know till we have the autopsy exactly the cause of death.
Sure, but at this point, is there any obvious signs to the trauma to the body?
Well, at this time, I can just tell you it's a gunshot wound.
Gunshot wound.
Right.
What part of the body?
We don't. I haven't. Rangers been there. We stayed away from the scene till they can do all their investigation.
Is that the vehicle that was involved?
Yes, it is.
Very good.
Lacey, what have you heard on Sean? Anything?
They're now with him. He has from what I understand, he has a gunshot wound to his hand, and he's got that trauma from being drugged by the vehicle.
Any condition? Is he going to be going to surgery or?
This time there's officers with him, and they haven't told us yet what all they're going to do. Evidently, they've been making sure that he's going to be, survive, and but they don't know all the damages from that he had.
So indications are that he will survive.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Yes. He is something talking
Yes.
yet then?
Well, the officers there with him.
Left,
Yes.
Okay.
They said he was able to converse a little,
Okay.
but he's hurt pretty severely.
I bet. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
You got what you need?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to
Thank
get.
you very much.
And they're still processing the scene, whether the shot that the officer was shot in the hand, we don't know whether the suspect may have fired a shot that damaged the officer's gun.
But how did the officer's gun get in his vehicle? Any idea?
We don't know at this time.
It's my nature to ask a bunch of questions.
Well, you understand, and
I'm sorry.
it's not an answer we can give you right
I
now.
know.
We've got both scenes, so
Right.
we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, you got a lot of questions got answered here.
Yeah, we got.
Struggle, and that he and run over by the vehicle, and it was a self-inflicted wound by the guy, or whether it was
That's
he
true.
died as a result of being shot by the officer, or maybe by
By the ride along?
the ride-along that had fired the shotgun. So we will be
But you
Same.
can't say for sure too well.